COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even have a snack. Hey, coronavirus, I want my life back.
Hey, good evening, Isolators. You know, I was thinking about having some huge, fancy schmancy splash behind me like we did for the 50th show, but it was this is kind of bittersweet. And while we are marking 100 shows, and it is the final show of this particular incarnation of Kevin's Isolators, there is more to come. But I mean, this is the closing of one book and the opening of another. So it was kind of tough to really get into a celebratory mood. But I still have lots to celebrate and be thankful for, and I know I hope you do as well. So we're going to begin like every other show. We're going to begin with the Gratefuls, and I'll bring in my co-host, and then get to a few of the look backs and things like that. So I'm very grateful for you. Very grateful for every single one of you. I spent, let me see, 6 years in television in North Bay, 9 years in television in Barrie, 27 years in television here in Toronto, and out of everything I've done, I think this has been the most unique and rewarding experience of my broadcasting career. And it's because of you. It is because of you. It's not because of anything I did. It's not anything that the show is. It's just because of you. And any broadcaster would be lucky to have viewers. Forget it, viewers, family. Any broadcaster would be very lucky to have what I have here and what I've had here over the last 100 days. And before I start crying and before we start doing that, we still got time to go, right? We still have some things to do. So putting up what you are grateful for on the bottom. Grateful for seeing my granddaughter, Rose, yes. And grateful still for Kevin and Parker. What would we do without them? Well, maybe you'd get out more instead of sitting around at 7 o'clock at night. Grateful for the 100 days. Myrtle, I'm so grateful for that as well. And again, Tammy, grateful for the last 100 evenings. And grateful for an awesome drum lesson this morning. Oh, Pam's taking the drums. Grateful Mike Robin is co-hosting Kevin's Isolators. I am grateful for that as well. In fact, without further ado, let us bring on the man himself, our senior isolator, the man, the legend, Mike Robin from Cochrane.
Hey, we are here, show 100. Hi, everybody. Great to see all your comments. And, this is such a beautiful time. You know, things are not the same. This is our 100th episode. And you know what? I got to put a wrench in the works there because you know what, Kevin?
What?
Parker? You reap what you sow. You guys have put the work into this 100 episode phenomena, and you have actually brought these people here and created the community. So if you're not going to give yourself credit, then I am.
Well, thank you very much, Mike, and I really do appreciate that. And throughout this, I want it to be known I'm not fishing for any compliments out there. It's embarrassing, but I thank you for that, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your friendship, and I appreciate the leadership role that you've taken as well throughout this. I have a great chance to watch the comments most times. And, I know people look toward to you for leadership and for guidance as well. And I really appreciate that.
Well, I couldn't do it without you.
It hasn't been the largest audience in the world, but it's been the most engaged I've ever worked with in my life. And
Absolutely.
It's been what we don't make up in numbers, we make up in spirit. And like you say, you reap what you sow, right?
Yeah. And I think this is a collaborative effort. You did your part. The viewers have done their part. I've done my part.
Yeah.
And this is the end result right here. Can this ever be duplicated? Who knows?
So we have throughout the evening, we have some people who want to say thank you. So let's start right now and give a few minutes here for people. Not just thank you. I shouldn't say thank you. I asked the question, what was it like to be an isolator and part of this family? And so Here's a few of what a few of you had to say.
Hi Kevin, hi Parker, hi Isolators, it's Daphne from Stouffville. Kevin and Parker, thank you. 100 episodes, unbelievable. We've been in pandemic this long, but thanks to you guys, we've survived it. Made some great friends, great culture of sharing and caring. I've had a lot of giggles watching all the comments while the shows are going on. And you know what? I know it wasn't just an hour a day for you. You guys had to set up, take down. Kevin, you had to find panel people. Sometimes you did the interview before. Thank you for including me on the 50th episode. Anyways, it's been great. Enjoy the break. Take a day off. Take several days off. We've appreciated it. You know you have your followers now. And good luck, everybody. Stay in touch.
Hi Kevin, it's Donna Bishop von Steuben. Just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done for us and congratulations on your 100th episode. This show has been such an incredible inspiration to me. Considering that going through COVID, but also going through grief at the same time, it's been a very difficult time for me. But this show has given me something to look forward to every day. The camaraderie with everybody that's on your doing messages and everything. We have formed such a strong bond. We just love each other and we're always there for each other. And you're always there for us. And Parker is there for us too. So please extend my thank you to Parker as well. I wish you all the best. I'm looking very much forward to what's coming next. You take care and congratulations. Thank you again for everything.
Good evening, Isolators. You must be pretty special since I'm, first of all, being put on film, and second of all, I'm in this silly costume to make fun of my former profession. I'm going to be a school marm today. And today, we're going to learn about acrostic poems. All right, so as you know, an acrostic poem, every letter stands for something special. So K, keep positive. E, stay even keeled. V, we're all very supportive of one another. I, we often had informed and intelligent conversations. N, never accept negativity. It's a cancer that spreads. Stay positive. Positivity can be contagious too. I is insist on meditating, exercising, eating properly. You got that, my dearies? S, smile. There is something good to come out of every situation. O, openly admit to yourself when you need help and don't forget to ask for it. L is for level-headed responses. Remember, you can't control another person's actions, but you can control your reactions. A, always breathe. T, take baby steps. Always keep moving forward towards your goals. O, our group is family. Remember, stronger together. Thanks a lot, Kevin and Parker, for everything you've done for us. Enjoy, everyone.
Oh, and we've got more. Mike, I'm a little concerned that I may have missed some because they got sent in different ways. I tried to scour my email and Messenger and Facebook and Twitter and all that. So I hope I got everybody. If I didn't, my apologies. And if I didn't, tell me. And then, like I say, I'm going to make some appearances every once in a while. I'll make sure that I put it on another time.
Absolutely. You're going to keep going on social media. You're going to be out there like you always have. It's just the Isolator episodes will come to a little hiatus for a while. And but don't think anybody's not out there. All the viewership is still out there. We still have our post Kevin Isolators Facebook group.
Yes.
So we'll all be active on there. So.
How do people get in touch with that group or be a part of that group?
Okay, so you have to get a Facebook account and search Kevin's Post Isolators.
Okay.
And the group should appear.
Okay. Mike, I want to know a little bit more about what it's like to be on the other side, because it's just me and Parker here, right? In this apartment. What's it like, tuning into the show and then communicating with everybody off to the side at the same time?
It is. It's almost like sitting in a bus station waiting for the bus. You and Parker are, of course, the bus, and the rest of us are in the bus station. And eventually you start turning over and you start picking up on conversations, and then you start throwing in your 2 cents to the conversations. And what happens is that you're waiting so long for that bus, you end up being a bunch of good friends by the time the bus shows up. And the conversation keeps going on the bus ride. That's the best way I can describe it.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, you know what? It's so funny because I look off to the side and I'll be talking about one thing, and you guys have a whole different show going. Wait a minute, Kevin was absent for one show. He owes us one. Parker, this is, that is right. It is Parker is the only one.
Right.
Parker's the only one who's been here for 100 shows.
Yeah, that's right. So Kevin, well, you know what? I'm gonna give you kind of a grace period, because you work all day producing these shows, you and Parker, and basically that little hour or 45 minutes that starts at 7 o'clock is pretty much the end of the day.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll give that one show to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I get a pass. But as I was saying, I look over and I'll be talking about one thing. We can be talking about exercise, food, nutrition, anything like that. I look over and you guys are talking about somebody's gardening, the party that you won.
After COVID party, yes.
The whole, it's like, it's great, It's because you might get offended. You might say, "Oh, mine, they're not listening." It does. You know what? No, we're sort of like in a kitchen together, sitting at the kitchen table, and there's all these conversations going on together, and we're all there for the same reason, and that is to be together.
See, and that's better than my bus ideology. It's basically like you say, a kitchen table. I mean, I remember going to the family house for Christmas, and there wasn't one speaker in the room.
Yeah.
There was 15 of them, right?
Yeah. And then some conversations would move into others and intermingle.
Absolutely.
So that's great. Okay, I was blown away by. I had to go through all 100 shows because I wanted to put together a little bit of a best of. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing how much ground we've covered, how much advice has been given, how many wonderful guests there's been, and how much fun we've had.
I can't get over it. For a Facebook Live broadcast, that started from scratch, you've done some amazing things. Yeah. The entertainment factor here was limitless.
Now, even though I never uploaded the first show, it's still on my Facebook page. I never uploaded because I was so upset after it. I just didn't like it. I thought it was, there was a lot of mistakes to be made, but that was okay. So let's take a look at the best of, starting with the very first show. We all know the toll COVID-19 is taking on the health of millions around the world, but perhaps we're not prepared for the silent toll it's taking on our mental health. Well, hello and good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here this evening. And I hope technically everything is okay, because usually I'm used to working with 20 or 30, 40, 100 people, and it's just little old me right now with this. COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even have a snack. Hey, coronavirus, I want my life back. Hey, pretty snazzy, huh? You remember, if you were with us yesterday, you remember that Dave Thomas from Lewisport, Newfoundland, and his son, sorry? Dave Thompson, sorry. Good thing you're here. I want my life back. Well, hello from my bedroom. That's where we are today. We are talking about sleep today, so what better place to be than in bed? Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Monday evening. Is everybody having fun?
Okay, then your dates.
The dates? Okay, let's try and get those in there.
See, look at this. You're so organized. You cut everything ahead of time.
Okay,
You're a pro.
hold on.
Then your lemon juice and your zest.
That's all. I got that all together.
Oh, perfect.
Just give me a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't forget the Baileys, says Patricia. Here. Here we go. All right, Joy, hold it up. I'll bring up our split screen camera. And here's to you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
All right.
that's really good. Are you guys ready for the official reveal of what we're calling? Oh, Tina, what happened to you? Tina,
Sorry about that.
are you okay?
I'm good.
Are you all right?
She's very excited about the name reveal, I think.
I know, right? Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, what are we going to call our panel? Welcome to Kevin's Isolators. I thought there would be clapping, guys. I really thought there would be a little bit of applause and cheering. You are now a member of the exclusive club, the Isolators. I was thinking we could get team jackets or things, or maybe, superhero outfits, spandex.
Right. How do we make it better? How do we make it more fun? How do we make it more interactive?
Sir,
Hey!
this is a closed set. What, Jojo? What's going on?
Is there a party happening here?
I've got my friend Fuzzy Frank here, coming to say hello.
Yeah. What's happening? Hello?
Fuzzy
Hello?
Frank. You know what? People call me Fuzzy Frank sometimes.
Oh, do they? Fuzzy
Really?
Frank.
Are you Frank as well? Hey,
Well, I
Frank,
can
how
be
are
Frank.
you?
You know what? We're talking about birthday parties, Fuzzy Frank. Do you want to, say hello to everybody and maybe wish happy birthday to Lori because it's her birthday today?
Happy birthday, Lori! Happy birthday, everybody! Happy birthday, Jojo!
No, not today. Thank
Oh,
you.
we left a party!
Now, and Princess Jasmine has been waiting very patiently, and you have done some incredible work, by the way, Princess Jasmine. You have been calling young ladies lately. Why?
Well, it all started with my best friend, a 2-year-old, who I have to say wasn't always my biggest fan, but asked me to dress up in my Jasmine costume. Ever since then, she loves me, but I started calling a few other friends with their children, and once I saw how excited they were and the look of shock and awe and amazement, I was hooked. And so I put it out there on Facebook and Instagram and said if anyone has a little one that needs a call, I was more than ready to do that.
This one?
It's like
Yes, touch your knee to your elbow.
like that,
Or elbow to knee. Elbow to knee. Yeah, elbow to knee.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at
All
you
right.
go. Squeeze everything you got. Squeeze what your mama gave you, and then chop it out to the outside. Bring it up, chop it to the outside.
Yes, so we recently caught up with Julian to see how he's doing, so let's hear it.
Well, I've been spending time with my parents, and I just cannot wait to get back with my friends, get back on set, and we can all safely get back to normal. So many men seem destined to settle for something small, but I won't rest until I know I'll have it all. I'm defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down.
I do.
You sing.
Yeah. What? Why?
Can you hear me
Whoa. What was that surprise in your voice, Tina? What was that?
Never.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow, you can bet your bottom dollar that something, and it will be Parker. Get rid of the pickle. And folks, do not encourage him in the comments, okay? Do not encourage him in the comments. Let's find out. You know what? Just
You're very talented.
thank you
loved
you
it.
for
I
saying
loved
that. You're
I
very
can tell you were definitely part of the original cast.
yeah. Okay, sure. So you are talking to us from your house. You must be doing a lot more work out of your house these days.
Well, it's interesting because I'd never done much work because I spend so much of my time.
Wait, pardon me. Pardon me. You've never done much work? All right, that's it. We can end the show. We got our quote. We got our quote from the mayor. There we go. Okay, you ready? All right, I know why this doesn't feel right.
Oh.
There we go. Okay.
Your finger, that way you're safe that you're not going to cut your finger too much if you do.
You can't. You know what? It's like I'm trying to do this looking in the mirror, And okay, no. All right, here goes the first cut. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, stop it.
No, you're good. You're good. I just like the sound effects. Sorry,
You know, okay. Am I done?
Yes.
All right, ladies, are you ready to try it again?
Are you ready, Mai?
Yes, whenever you are.
All
Okay.
right, here we go.
Oh yes, from the acting.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
Oh, I was supposed to do that, wasn't I?
Hey, sis. Yeah? I can't reach the stove. Can you help me? Okay, one moment.
Come on. No whammies. Yes!
Woo!
Yes! All right. All right, fantastic.
So, if you've seen The Lion King before.
Yes. Simba. Just a second. Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. Sorry. Okay. Huh?
That makes it nice. But essentially, Simba's trying to impress Nala by being brave, and he goes and antagonizes the hyenas, right? Mm-hmm. And then Mufasa has to tell him that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is not seeking out danger. Courage is really, being cautious about danger, but also courage is recognizing when fear happens and the moments when you need to walk through it and being able to be brave enough to do that. And again, courage for one person might be delivering the presentation at work. Courage for another person might be the whitewater rafting. Courage for another person might be speaking to another human being that
created this one shot, and then it just led to a lot more, like, just bigger and better and funnier. So I'm just riding the wave right now.
So my mom and I walked up to the path of the school, and she got outside of my classroom, and she got down on her knees to look me eye to eye. And she grabbed my shoulders and she said, "Tracy, it's really important that you and everybody's included. Nobody left behind." And I didn't know why she was so intense, but I'm like, "Okay, Mom." He said, "Couldn't Tracy tie her shoelaces?" And the teacher says, "Oh no, Tracy was the first one with her shoes tied." He asked her, "What happened?" She said, "Well, one of her little friends couldn't tie her shoelace, so Tracy gave her a hand. It turns out none of the 30 kids could tie their shoelaces. Let's be everyone included. Thank you.
I am so happy that my friend is here. Unstoppable Tracy. Hi, Tracy. How are you?
Hello, I am fabulous. Thanks to joining all of these fellow
good Lord.
isolators with
Tracy.
Kevin.
Tracy, you're always fabulous. Oh, I'm getting so sick and tired of hearing you're always fabulous. Is there anyone who can get me a place like that? Is there anyone who can... What? Oh, I like that. I like the... What's this? Kevin's Groovy Group Session. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Kev's Groovy Group Session. There's just a bit of a technical problem with your picture. Mike, can you move to your left a bit?
To my left.
Yeah. More. Keep going. keep going. Keep going. Yeah. That is much better. Okay. That is, how are you, Diane?
I am well. How about you, Kevin?
Romantic Traffic. I mean, you've got so many great songs, but I mean, it's that one that is guaranteed to make you smile gently.
I'm good. I'm glad to hear that.
It is.
And it's kind of a time capsule of Toronto at that time, too.
Those
you know,
red,
the video, right?
First thing you notice is the red subways, right? And do you remember those subways? The lights would go off every couple of minutes as you're as you're going in the tunnel.
Oh, I met some subway, like he's a driver, when you call them. They don't even have a wheel, they have a stick or something, right? And he's a young guy, right? But he knew the song. He came to one of our shows and came to the meet and greet. He said, I put my earbuds in every morning on my shift and start with that song. I thought that was great. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Do you recall that day you shot that?
Oh, yeah. It was the lowest budget, no script video we did. We did about 11 or 12 videos. It's the only one I can really stand to watch because they didn't make us dance or act or anything. It was just being ourselves, right? And it was just made up as we went along. And when the crowd got too big at each station, we had a TTC guy with us. He's like, okay, on the train, we'll the next station. And then we started using people from the crowd. But it really shows us as ourselves. Like each person's character comes out. You know, Derek's the real clown guy. Yeah. Sandy and I just broken up. You can see that going on there. It's like this real tension thing that our fans know about now, right? And at the time, I didn't know that. But now I look back now and say, oh my God, this is like the movie of our lives right here. Right? So,
my guest this evening is a person who has changed direction in life, and she now trains hummingbirds. And has been quite successful at it. However, has not made a lot of money at it. Hello, Erin. How are you?
Training hummingbirds.
Training hummingbirds.
Honestly, I'm great. How are you?
It is wonderful. We will be back again tomorrow. So until then, thank you very much for joining us. Take care of yourself. It's the invisibility cloak. And take care of each other. Where did he go? So, wow, it was a lot. And yeah. I know, right? And all these earworms that are going to be going on forever. I was thinking, we were talking during that about all the things I didn't put in there. You know, one thing that's sadly lacking in all that look back were the shows about mental health advice and about advice about nutrition and the like. We had some great guests on who talked about everything from getting out into nature to meditation.
And there was so many people that contributed in the comments side as well, right? They added a lot of their own personal experiences and things like that. And I'm guessing they would appear on the YouTube links as well, right?
Yes. For anybody who wants it, these shows will live on YouTube, all of them. So they are there. We didn't mention the goat line.
Yes, the goat line, the mighty goat line.
Yeah. We didn't do the goat line. It's still there.
And of course, we have to give a great big shout out to Willow.
Yes, and that was something else I didn't do, right? So, okay, Parker's going to dig that tape up right now. So, yeah, we got to give a special shout out to Willow. Here you go.
Absolutely.
My name is Willow. When I grow up, I want to be an astronaut and go to all the planets. Jupiter, Mercury.
Willow is now 28 years old and runs a bakery.
Earth is my favorite.
Really old video.
I go to
No, she isn't.
to travel to the future.
Oh, she is. Yeah, it was.
I would.
Maybe that's something for the next show. Touch base with Willow. Maybe get her dad to make another video.
Please stay home if you can.
Because I swear,
Try
everybody's
your
gonna remember.
best.
Oh, people love Willow.
Stay healthy and be kind to each other.
Like that.
Oh yeah, I want that license plate.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll miss Willow.
Yeah.
And then I didn't put anything from the 50th in there. Our big party, our big celebration, the 50th. What else? Maybe we'll do another best of. Want to say hi to Carol, who's actually listening to us in the car on the way to Quebec right now, using up her data.
Carol.
Using up her
Watch
valuable
your
data. Okay, some more thank you. Again, not thank yous. Some more. What's it like to be an isolator? So let's have a listen and a look at these folks.
Hi guys, my name is Sandy. I'm on here from Barrie, Ontario. Wanted to jump on. I like a dare, and this is a dare. So here we are. So I'm wearing my Canada toque, as you can see. So the episode behind me is number 99, and what says hockey more than jersey number 99, which was Gretzky's. My world stopped this year, Hockey Mom World, on March 12th. I've been a hockey mom for 20 years and abruptly came to an end because of COVID. So I wanted to jump on, say hello, and thank all the isolators and the great comments. It's just so funny, but a comic relief. Thank you. Shout out goes to Parker and Kevin for putting up with us and having some great shows. I wish everybody well, and we can all keep in touch. Cheers. Take care. Bye.
Hi, everyone. Kevin and Parker. Hi, everyone. Kevin and Parker, thank you. You have been a port in a storm. In times of crisis, it's always reassuring to have an anchor. That is what Kevin's isolators have meant to me. Daily contact with others going through the same crisis, or pandemic in our case. Kevin's programming and wonderful guests have kept our heads above water. Thank you for being there. See you on Kevin's post-isolators.
Woo, our 100th show. That's pretty amazing. Kevin and Parker and all of the panels that we've had on, I just want to say a big thank you to you all. You have made a huge impact in our lives. You've kept us busy, our mind off our issues. You've done an incredible job. I will never forget the time that we all had together on your show, Kevin. And again, I so appreciate everything that you all did for us. And you've made an amazing impact. And the reason I'm in my car, Kevin, is so I can have some peace. I don't want my husband, my grandkids, or even my dog to disturb my little video that I have for now. Congratulations on all of us that have joined throughout the 100 shows. And again, you have made an unbelievable impact, and I hope to continue seeing you at one point, even if it was just once a week or once a month. Let's keep this family going. And Mike Rabin, you better get this party going. Actually, we need to maybe all meet in Toronto or something. All right. Thank you again, Kevin. You're an amazing, amazing person, Parker, and all the panel that's been on in the last 100 show. We appreciate you and we love you guys. And bye, family.
Thank you so much, Kevin and Parker, fellow isolators, for your show. It's helped me get through this rough time. And I want to thank you again also, Kevin, for what you were saying about being good to yourself and don't be your own worst enemy. It's not healthy. I know that. It's hard to, it has been hard at times. And not impossible to overcome that. You have, and many other people have. I'm sure other isolators watching or listening to this program can relate. And my name is Dawn, and I thank you and look forward to seeing you and this show in a new form or whatever it takes.
Amazing. And you know what? I could tell that a lot of people were like, "Oh, I don't want to do a video. I don't want to be on TV." But you know, so well spoken. Not one. I have in a few minutes just one more. And again, I apologize if I couldn't find yours. But Patricia sent me such a beautiful video before, but I'm saving it until the end.
Yes.
She spoke so wonderfully and candidly about being an isolator, and it really touched my heart. So I want to save that one until the end.
And the thing is that we are seeing some wonderful things said by a bunch of wonderful people.
Yeah.
Like I say, again, it's something you reap what you sow. And thanks to our little community, we have people who are so sincere and so meaningful in everything they say. And you can tell in these comments, there's a lot of truth in there. And I, for one, am honored to have people like this open up to people like me, people like you, people like other viewers, and knowing that your secret is safe with us.
Yeah, and again, I am not again fishing for compliments here. It is just honestly, I am just a part of this, as it turns out. So I started this 100 days ago. But somehow I just became a part of this, and this grew into something bigger. And so, like I said before, I'm just glad to have a seat at the kitchen table with everybody. It really turned out to be something very special.
And it'll happen again.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
I mean, like I say, we have the Post Isolators Facebook group. Of course, there's projects later on, and as soon as the name Kevin Frankish pops up, everybody who's on that comment list is going to be over there popping by to see what's going on.
Let's talk about this party, Mike.
Okay.
I opened my big mouth weeks ago and said we should all get together.
Well, it was a running joke. We even had a name. Right? It was the after COVID condo party, right? Because you kept showing pictures of your condo. There was a time where you were out there with the pots and the spoon there rattling the, and it was an awfully nice condo with an awfully nice view. And it's like, you know what? Got to see this condo.
I would love to have a party. I would love to have some sort of get together. I don't know how realistic it is right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But
COVID is in the way, unfortunately.
But let's never say never, right?
No, that's right. Exactly. Anything is possible. And you know what? Once there's a vaccine for this COVID-19, the whole world's going to leave work, run out of their houses, hug their neighbors, and
yeah. And you know what? We will give out the vaccine here when we have the party. Okay, yes. We will give out that vaccine.
It'll be in shot glasses.
Okay, so I have a few more things that I have to say and take care of. But Mike, I want to thank you very much for your support. And I know that there are other people who would echo that because, again, you've reached out. So we want to make sure that people know that they can still get together and be together as a family on the... And what's the name of the Facebook group again?
Kevin's Post Isolators.
Kevin's Post Isolators. Go to that. Now, I think you have to be invited, right? So if you send a request...
Yes.
You will most likely be invited. Unless you're just a terrible person. But I don't know of any terrible people. Has it not been amazing? The one thing I remember, on being on television was, and you would watch comments go by. there were always a certain number of negative comments and that. I can only remember in all these 100 days, and Parker's holding up his fingers too, 2 negative comments, both of which were so wonderfully taken care of by you guys there. I didn't have to do anything or say anything.
And they were taken care of, politely.
Yeah.
There was, there was no F-bombs dropped.
Yeah.
There was no return retaliation. Just none of that. It's simply explained. This is not the place for this. This is a place for support. And the chips fell where they may.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute honor to be involved with any of this.
Yeah.
I will always fondly remember it. I will, just the jingles, the friendships that this is amazing. Just the good times in 100 episodes. And, let me remind everybody, yes, this is the 100th and final episode of the Isolators, but things will come around the bend.
And I just, I was thinking, you know what one of the most fun shows was yesterday, doing just simply sitting around and guessing the commercials.
Kitchen table.
Yeah. And it was amazing sometimes because there were sometimes when it was impossible to get a guest for that day or a topic. And so I just said to Parker, I said, we're just going to go on. We're going to talk, probably last about 10, 15 minutes. Those shows went longer than the other shows where we ended up just gabbing with each other. Well, I gabbed. I just watched your comments.
And I remember the comments on those busy shows where you had guests and stuff like that, and you would have things going wrong and losing communication with some of your guests and stuff like that. So many comments with, let's just do it anyway. Let's wing it. Let's chat. I mean, what kind of audience is that, right?
Oh, man. All right, Mike, I am so thankful for your friendship and for what you have done for this show as well, and we will stay in touch for sure. I want you to help keep the herd, the flock together.
There'll be a few of us doing that.
And I love Tammy says, nice to have something positive to remember about COVID-19. That's what it's all about, right? That's what it was all about.
From episode 1.
Yeah. All right, Mike, Robin, and Cochran, thank you so much, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, my friend.
All right.
Thank you, Isolators.
And there he goes, our senior isolator, Mike Robin. Like I say, I have one more thank you from Patricia we're going to get to in just a moment. So, Patricia, if you're watching, waiting for it, yes, I got it. And we're going to get to that. I have so many people to thank. We haven't mentioned Dave in Austin from Lewisport, Newfoundland, who provided us with our theme song. Can we play the intro one more time, Parker, just as sort of an homage to Dave in Austin?
COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even have a snack. Hey, coronavirus, I want my life back.
They didn't even do this. They didn't do that for me. They had done it just as fun, and they did it themselves. So that was so wonderful. It was so organic, and it was great. Loved it. Oh, it is. Mike's still talking in my ear. By the way, he doesn't know him. He doesn't. He's just talking. He'll be on until like 3 a.m, but that's okay. That's fantastic because that's Mike, and we love Mike. Again, so many people to thank. Dr. Kati Kamkar, who was the person who really was the very first person who was on this show and gave me some great advice. Julie, Tom, and Joy were fantastic and on all the time. Joyous Health, the cookbook that she did, fantastic. I want to give it another plug. So many people. Owen McDermott, who was with the Toronto Student Media Network. Provided so much help for me and support and with the kids. Oh, here we go. We got some. Oh yeah. So we've got Joy McCarthy. There's her book. And Dr. Jason Fung about the intermittent fasting. He was on quite a few times. Bryce Weil talking about your brain health. Oh my gosh, I'm going to forget. I know I'm going to forget some people and such great guests. What's that? Oh, Errol Lawrence. Yes, sorry. We went a roll. I couldn't. Errol Lawrence, who was a spiritual healer. Asante, who we saw, fantastic. I hope to do more with him. I know our paths are all going to cross many times. Especially though, I want to thank Parker because he didn't have to do any of this. You know, he doesn't have to do any of this, but he did it every day without fail. He would start setting things up and is there and. He provided the technical support, yeah. But you know what? He provided me with the moral support, and he provided me with the emotional support, and was my biggest fan. And days when I might be down about something that happened on the show, he was always there. And for someone who never was seen or heard, you know, not heard primarily, he became a celebrity in his own right. And it's funny how you all developed a relationship with Parker. And I want to thank you, and I love you. Okay, just before I say my final thank you, this is something that was sent to me by Patricia, and she said she had to do it a whole bunch of times. It's a little lengthy. You know, a lot of times in shows and broadcasts, you got to cut these things right down. But I'm so glad to be able to run this thing in its entirety. Patricia, your words touched me deeply, and you really, you may not know it, but you really captured what it must be like to be an isolator. And I want everyone to listen to this, and I want everyone to take Patricia under their wing when this is over. So here's Patricia.
Kevin, Patricia here. So I've had my enjoyable bath, and I was in the room tonight, and I've tried this video many times and not very successful. I thought I am going to give this one more try. What's it like to be an isolator? The person on the other side of the screen in your show. I'm lonely. I live out this big, huge farmland by myself. My husband is out west where he works. My son does live next door. He's 24. He comes over every day to check on me. During the isolation of COVID, I still had to work. And I'm thankful for my job. I love the people I work with. Carlick Orchards is an amazing place. It gave me peace every day. It allowed me to be around people. There's only 4 people in the back room besides myself. When I come home at night, I struggle because I am alone. Yes, I have 2 dogs and I have a bunch of barn cats, but they're not people. I'm not really a people person to begin with. But here's what your show gave me. Your show gave me strength. It showed me, I know there's people out there just like me. I have a bunch of friends who are the same way, but you can only talk to your friends so much about what's going on with you when you start getting the, well, you need to get over it, Patricia, or, you know, suck it up, or, well, this isn't the first time. I don't get that in your room. I see other people struggling as much as I am, and I just read words. I feel what everybody else is feeling, and it gives me hope. I can get through this. We can all get through this. It's something we need to do to make the world a better place. And you're right, I saw the world calm down and slow down, and a kind of a peacefulness that we all took advantage of. It was something we were all looking for, but we didn't get. And then it was kind of forced upon us, and we were all scared. I say we like me and all my personalities. I mean me and a lot of other people in the world. And being on your show every day, we all grew together. We became comfortable we became able to talk about things that were really going on and help each other through it. I love the whole only positive talking. Even when, I'm not going to say it was negative talking, but even anybody who was having a problem could reach out, and we all gave them hope, gave them love, gave them compassion, gave them understanding. The things we should be giving everybody every day in the first place. But nobody has time for it. This gave us all time. Show 100 is coming up. Congratulations, by the way. For all of us, we made it. We've made it through the isolation. We've made it through the COVID. It's time to move forward. It's time for us to carry on into a life that we have to get used to again. We had to get used to being isolated, and now we have to get used to going back into the world again, which I actually think is more scary. I thought the isolation would be, but going back to the real world, the rest of the world, is kind of scary. Being on your show has made me laugh. It's made me cry. I've learned so much. I like to learn something new every day. Let me tell you, on your show, I have learned something new every single day. Every guest you had on was wonderful. There wasn't one I could complain about. I'm not gonna lie, Julie's my favorite. I used to exercise a lot all the time, but I've had a few injuries. And sometimes I found it difficult getting out of bed just because things hurt so much. That woman's all about movement, and I can say that my physicalness from the things that she has taught me, I have greatly improved in that. Being on your show has greatly improved my empathy and compassion for people. I mean, I've always had it, just, I don't know. I just feel warmer. I feel better. I'm not so scared of things anymore. Having the whole group, I don't know, it gives you some inner strength and joy and peace I've never known before. Am I afraid when the show comes to an end, this is going to be a struggle? Yep. Ooh, traffic. Out in the country, go imagine that. Be one car every 7 hours. I am going to struggle with it. But at the same time, it's for a good reason. It's so that we can all move forward and take everything that we've learned and hopefully pass it off to the people. Anyways, Kevin, I want to thank you very much for being here every night for every last one of us. And to Parker, way to go. The things your dad must have put you through. And it was all for us. And I appreciate that. Anyways, we're going on almost 7 minutes of a video here. I will email this as best I can. Thanks again, Kevin and Parker. And thank you for every last one of you as an isolator. Y'all made me a better person. Thanks.
Wow. Thank you, Patricia. Those are wonderful, wonderful words. And it reminded me of the fragility of the human spirit, but also the resilience of it. Every single one of you belongs here. Every person is important. But it's so easy to lose sight of that. It's so easy to allow what's going on around you to cloud your vision. This was a terrible time COVID isolation. And it would be so easy to allow it to knock you on the ground. But you didn't. Remember the old saying, if it doesn't kill you, it only makes you stronger. Well, it's very true. So remember everything we've talked about here, about positivity, staying away from the negative, about meditation, about being in the moment, about taking a breath. But remember one thing, and that is, this really is a beautiful world. And it's a world made more beautiful because you're in it. And I thank you for being there for me. This was a special time. And that's it. Parker, you want to join me? We'll just say goodbye one last time.
Well, take care of yourself.
And take care of each other.
COVID-19, why you do this to me? I really don't like being stuck in quarantine. I have no toilet paper, I don't even have